Well, good morning, everybody. Good to see you today. Happy Wednesday. This is Breakfast with Sergio, episode number 17. And today I want to talk about 4 things artists want the most. What are the 4 things that artists want the most? That's the topic for today. So, again, welcome. Thank you for joining me today in Breakfast with Sergio, episode number 17. So happy that you are here. Super excited for that. My friends, I want to also thank you for sharing these episodes with your friends too. I've been getting messages and emails and direct messaging, of how Breakfast with Sergio is helping some artists, and that is pretty awesome. The other day I got a message from an artist who said, I've been kind of really questioning my art career, been really questioning my art, and since I started watching Breakfast with Sergio, I'm excited again. And that's what this is all about. 1,000 people may watch an episode throughout all the different social medias, but if one person takes action, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you, for that one person who today will take action on something that's being said on Breakfast with Sergio. And that is what I'm super excited. And friends, if that is you, if any of the episodes is helpful for your career, let me know. I would love to hear your story. I love stories. Stories are awesome. So please tell me, how this episode or any other episode has helped you in any way. And if they have, please share it with your friends as well. Now, breakfast today, a little bit different breakfast today. Breakfast today is here and looks delicious. And breakfast today is sponsored by Dr. Janina Gomez. In other words, my wife made breakfast today. So normally I make my own breakfast, but today my wife made this delicious omelette, which has vegetables, has, of course, eggs, has ham, nice little chunks of ham, has cheese on top, and is topped over a bed of spinach. Super good, smells great. And thanks to my wife, she already left for the gym, but she left me this awesome looking breakfast. So thank you to Janina for her sponsoring Breakfast with Sergio this morning. So friends, again, I want to talk today about, what are the 4 things that artists want the most? What are the 4 things that artists want the most? And thanks my friends, some of you are saying, what are you having for breakfast as well? But this is a question that I've been wondering about for a while, right? What do artists want the most? So here at the Art Next Level, 4 years ago, we actually did a survey. And we asked over 3,000 artists, what do you want the most for your art career? That was the question. What do you want the most for your art career? So what we did is we sent out a survey through email. We also posted the survey in all our social medias. And then we also asked artists in person as well to collect as much data about what are the 4 things that artists want the most for their art career. So we got all the data that we got, and this was 4 years ago, so it's pretty recent, from over 3,000 artists that we sent this information to, this questionnaire, just asking this one question: what do you want the most for your art career? So this what I'm going to share with you is the answers that came out of that survey that we sent out. And you may agree with these 4, you may not agree with them 4, maybe you agree with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know, it doesn't matter. This is what came out of the survey, right? This is what most artists want for their art career. And as the answers came through, we pretty much looked like we were able to put them in 4 different buckets. That's why there are 4 things that artists want the most, because we were able to put them in 4 different buckets, 4 different categories per se, as we tally all the answers of what artists want the most. So the first one that came up at the top is that artists want freedom of expression. In other words, freedom to do the art that we want to make without being told what to make, right? So I don't know, do you agree with that one? Freedom of expression. Most artists say that one thing that they want the most in their art career is to have freedom of expression, being able to do the work that they want to make every day or every week, every time they go in the studio. And, having that freedom without the pressures of the galleries telling them what to do, or the other people telling them what to do or the expectations of other people. Just being able to say, this is the work I want to make, and that's what I'm going to make, whether it is fashionable or not, whether it is in style or not. This is the vision, the work that I want to make, and that's what I will do. So freedom of expression, that came at the number one. And I see some yeses here. Some of you guys are agreeing on that one. Thanks for letting me know on that too. The second one that came then, that was the first one, what artists want the most. That's what we're talking about today. And that's exactly a survey that we did, again, 4 years ago, for those of you guys who just joined the live video right now. The second one that came in was recognition. Artists want recognition. In other words, recognition from both the public and also from peers. Recognition that the work that we're doing is just not staying in the closet, but that is actually work that people respond to, that makes a difference in the world. That's pretty much what that one compounds to. Artists, we want that the work that we make, has an effect in the world, that other people respond to it, either a positive or negative response, but a response of some kind, of some sort, so that feels that the work that we're doing is not in vain, is not just left out there, and nobody is paying attention. So that was the second one, recognition. Also, one of the things that artists want the most for their art career. Another one that came very high was exposure. Exposure. We want to have opportunities to show our work to the public. It is no use if we make all this work and nobody ever can see it, right? I love those fascinating stories when sometimes, you see it reading the news, like this person passed away and then they found in their home like this amazing thing that this person was doing for years and years, and nobody knew about it, right? And now they found it, and too bad that the person never got the exposure that he or she deserved, for all the work that was put into making that thing, whatever that thing was, maybe a sculpture, a painting, or a maquette of some sort. I had a friend who, a place I used to work many years ago, who was building a maquette in his house, in his basement, a huge maquette of the Second World War, one of the battles. I don't remember which one, but he was building it in a small scale. So he was building all the little pieces and characters. And I asked him once, so have you ever shown it to anybody? He's like, no, this is just, I'm making it just because I love it, and I just want to do it. And that was his art that he was making in his house, right? So I think as artists, we all want exposure. I think that's why we also are in social media, right? I don't think none of you, you don't and I don't, we don't post a picture in Instagram or in Facebook or in Twitter or somewhere else or in Snapchat. We don't post a picture wishing that nobody's going to see it, right? You don't post and say, here's this picture of my art. I hope nobody looks at it. I don't think so, right? We all want people to see it. That's why we post it. Otherwise, why were we posting it? Even people who say, art, I'm not all about self-promotion and so on, but they're still posting their stuff. They're still posting their art. So they post it because they expect, even if it's a subconscious thing, they expect somebody to actually see it, somebody to actually respond to it. So because we all want exposure to our art, we all want almost that validation that other people respond to it. So exposure is the third thing that artists want the most. And the fourth thing that also came really high, these are the four things that came the highest in our survey that we did 4 years ago on the four things that artists want the most. Over 3,000 artists participated in this, and these are the four. Freedom of expression, first one, recognition from the public and from peers, right, as well, and exposure, opportunities for our career. And the fourth one that came very high as well was financial support. We all want financial support. Nobody, out of all these thousands of people who responded, artists, nobody said, I want to become rich as an artist. Nobody said that. Everybody said, I just want to make money so that I can make the art that I love. And that is absolutely true. I think most artists, we're not looking to become millionaires out of the art we make. We're looking to make sufficient so that we can continue making the art that we love, right? And being able to have a living, make a living out of the things that we do as an artist. So 4 awesome things that I think came at the top. I don't know if you agree with them all. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And another thing that we found is that, when artists experience at least 2 of these at any time in their career, they feel like they are moving forward in their career. When none of these are present, then it becomes really hard. That's when artists start to become disillusioned with the work that they're doing, or with the art system, or with whatever is happening in their career. But when you can experience at least 2 of these at any time in your career, it's really hard to have them all at the same time. But at least 1 or 2 as you move, at least you have the feeling that you're moving forward in your career. So again, the 4 things that artists want the most, according to the survey we made 4 years ago here at the Art Next Level, was freedom of expression, recognition from the public and from peers, exposure, and a financial support. That's the 4 things that artists want the most, according to our survey, according to the results. So having said that, now you can think about, okay, which out of these 4 do I need to think about maybe for the next 2-3 months? Which out of these 4 do I really need to pay attention? Is it freedom of expression? Am I really looking deep into the work I'm making and really putting the time and effort to make the best work that I can? Is that something that you need to focus on for the next few months? Or maybe is recognition? Well, recognition is something that comes as a result of other things, right? Are you maybe looking for more opportunities for your career? Are you knocking on doors? Sometimes if we don't knock, we don't get, right? So don't stop knocking, don't stop looking, don't stop being proactive on that sense as well. And financial return, are you looking at opportunities? Are you looking at ways in which you can make that happen for you in today's age? So, my friend, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode on the 4 things artists want the most, please share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. Make sure that they also watch it. Make sure that they also see it. And also, if you're listening to the podcast, to the Breakfast with Sergio podcast, also share it with a friend in your social media. That's something that you can do for me, and I will forever be thankful. So thanks everybody for watching. I will see you on Friday again for another episode of Breakfast with Sergio. Thank you so much for all the love, all the support, all the little messages that I see on my screens here. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So we'll see you later. Have an amazing day, and let's work hard on the things that we love to do as artists. See you later. Bye.